Hello guys, welcome back to another video. It is part 4 of Road to Rank 1 for the March 2023 season. And let me quickly show off the current rank. I'm sitting at 7th now, 28-19. And that's the peak elo for the season so far. I've been sitting around 2780 to 2800 for a couple hours now, but I've sort of been on a bit of a win streak, 28-19, and what's actually really interesting is, if you remember from the last video, the top 6 were pretty far away from everybody else. But if you look, number 6 here, Princess, they are dropping. They've been playing, they've climbed up a bit, actually. They were down to 28-40 at one point, but they're playing, and this is what happens. The other ones gain some ranks, sitting in 6th, knowing there's several people gunning it into top 6. You feel like you have to play, and you pick the wrong deck, you make a few mistakes, and next thing you know, you're plummeting like a rock. So that's where we are, currently 7th. And let's see if I can try to make top 6 in this video. And I'll try to get rank 1 by the end of the night, if possible. If I get close, might do a second video for today, but with that, let's get into the games.
What a performance there by J King.
J King, full plot armor.
J King is pushing himself into the ranks of the legend.
J King is our world champion! J King 7! What? The back-to-back KARDS world champion!
Alrighty, so good thing I remembered to cut, because that was a very long queue. However, we've gotten Betsio, and Betsio is 100% going to be on Brit Air, so mulliganing for Brit Air. Greyhound's fine, Half-Track's fine, Devils is good, 35T is good, Fifth Rangers is fine, but I don't want to keep too many fine cards. 99th is very good to pick up here with these other cards. And actually, my win rate today, not that great, just under 30%. Or sorry, not 30, just under 80%. So it's actually a little bit lower than it was yesterday. However, the average points of the players I'm playing against is much, much higher. So what I mean by this is, well, first, we already have a very big decision here, because if I play Greyhound, I'm open to Albacore, and I can't 35T to kill Albacore since I'll have played a tank. However, if I play Red Devils, he won't play Albacore. However, if he has an air sup, he'll use it to kill the Red Devil, and I'd much rather have, if he's playing an air sup, I'd rather play Greyhound, he air sups it, and then I push Red Devils to the front line. I'm gonna go for Greyhound. I think he's gonna air sup it. But yeah, anyways, so despite having a lower win rate, I'm feeling much better because part of that lowered win rate is not a large sample size, and I think I've been getting pretty unlucky, losing matchups that I will normally not. But the other thing is, a lot of people in top 20, top 30 are online and playing right now, meaning I'm playing against a higher caliber of player on average, meaning my win rate against them is going to be lower. However, it means the point gain or loss against them is going to be much, much higher. So despite having a slightly lower win rate than yesterday, I've climbed quite a bit. So hopefully we can hold on to that. We're about 100 elo off rank 1 right now. So honestly, that's just like, I mean, like, yeah, the Albacore. I mean, as long as he doesn't also have air sup, it's still fine. The reason I went for this is because he needs Albacore and air sup to punish it, and then he also needs to choose to play Albacore instead of the air sup. And of course he has it. He might push Gladiator. He does push Gladiator, that's interesting. Well, that's really, really awkward. might just half-track the... I think I half-tracked the albacore? This is a really rough position. The idea of getting rid of the albacore is I do not want to send the gladiator back because it's going to allow it. Well, it lines him up for a cast, and cast keep the gladiator back there or cast push up. Either way, it's going to work out really bad for him. I'd rather keep his units split and gain the tempo, forcing him to spend these 2 credits again. No patrol for the Aichi at the moment. And I'm just fine taking this clear on the gladiator. He might play it slow. He might... I mean, if he plays an Empire Strikes, he's kind of trolling, but... I mean, I guess if he has nothing else, it kind of does... Like, this is a really very weak Empire Strikes if he plays it, but if he doesn't play Empire Strikes and one of these units sticks, it's going to let me do push 99th, attack, or push Sherman. It opens things up quite a bit. Or he's going to have second albacore. That's very, very unfortunate. I could just Hellcat the Aichi. How insane is that? I feel like if I'm doing that, I should 35T the Aichi. So, he needs 2 casts, or 1 cast and naval supply run to stop this. Did he top deck the second cast? Top decks the second cast. Alright. Alright. Yeah, this is the crap that I've been losing to all day. I mean, we're not actually quite out of it just yet. If his hand is weak, or there's still decent ways he can misplay this. From his perspective, he can't ever play more than 3 units at a time, which is very good for me. This draw is also quite good. It's going to let me take out one of the big albacores. He might even be holding up an ultra. Not that I would be playing this turn particularly differently if he wasn't holding up an ultra. I think I'm going to play the third 32nd. Like, the worry is Monty, but, like, if he has Monty, how am I winning this game anyways? And I feel like my most clear plays in the future are shelling or we can do it. Okay, if he plays another unit, we're strap bombing. Okay, as long as that last card is not card draw, we're fine. Well, like, obviously it could just be like a Wellington and I die, but, you know. If you like Lend-Leases here, I'm going to be very, very sad. Ah. Okay. So if I go for the Sherman, I have 2 35Ts, 2 patrols, 2 half-tracks, and a Greyhound that all deal with this and accomplish the same thing as plain we can do it. Just plain we can do it here seems very weak. I need to play to win. Okay, got the 35T. This is lethal setup. Please, please. He's played a shelling. He's played both albacores. There's only like 4 cards in his deck that deal burst, which is HMS, 2 Empire Strikes, and a Wellington. Convoy, he's down 3 credits. Oh, please just like play Gladiators and Swordfish and Aichis and Cass and more convoys. Please. One time. Betsio's already high rolled me today on Jagro. Ultra can also stop lethal. We know he floated 3 before, but then he went down to 1 card in hand and it was Lend-Lease, so we know that was a faked Ultra. Air Sup, he's still dead. Second Air Sup, not dead. Type 94, Type 94. Really? Okay, well, that's fine. He's gone down to 3 cards in hand. I think I just do 5th Rangers push. Well, sorry, 5th Rangers, we can do it. And I'm fine with these being on the board, because he's played 2 casts. The Naval Supply Run, I guess, is the big worry, but if he's playing Naval Supply Run and I'm also not dead, I think that's a net positive for me. Okay. Sexton. He's almost out of pins. Spitfire. Ah, he's double trading. He's not bad. Okay. That's so sad. I think I'm patrolling. Well, Aichi, the problem is Aichi right now is a really good option against me. However, if I go for the patrol on the... I think I go for the patrol and push up a 5th Rangers. Because I think I'm like winning or losing next turn with double Blitzkrieg. Or like, I guess I could single Blitzkrieg and kill the Sexton, and maybe he plays an Aichi, and that's what decides the game. But if he's playing an Aichi, and he's killing something, it means he's doing also playing a British unit and Cass, and in that case I'm dying anyways. Regardless of the Aichi, probably. Or potentially I would actually be able to hit the Aichi and stars. Mosquito. Kitty Hawk. Okay, so I can stars. I die if I go for a stars. I can half-track Mosquito, kill Sexton with Sherman. That's my route to not dying. Also lets me push a Red Devils. So I'm dead to Cass. He wouldn't have played Cass last turn, but he's also down 2 Cass. I'm dead to Empire Strikes. He has 2 cards in hand. He can't do Lend-Lease and Empire Strikes. He's also down to Lend-Lease. The Sexton pin is gone. He has Monty, but if he had Monty, he'd have played that in a heartbeat and won the game. Mosquito would be quite good. Or not Mosquito, sorry, Raph would be quite good, but he actually can't Raph. And if he goes for Raph and Mosquito, he's dead to double Blitzkrieg. He's rope in, so he doesn't have lethal. Betsio would definitely have counted to lethal by now. Okay, what's it gonna be? Mosquito. Onto Sherman. Kills the half-track. Passes. Which means we get stars to trigger any ultra. There's not any ultra. Blitzkrieg 1. Blitzkrieg 2. Swing face for 17. We got him! Holy crap, I cannot believe I won that game. Okay, strong start, and that's going to be quite a few points. Okay, 28-31. We are 11 points off top 6. Man. That was an intense game. And that's just one of those games where, like, oh, you can look at my series of draws and be like, oh, you got so lucky because you do this into this into this, and you needed all of those to not die. But you can also look at the beginning of the game where it was like I'd be in a perfectly fine spot unless you had this into this into this, which put me into a very, very losing position from very, very early on. But yeah, that was just an intense game. Okay, Pia likes to play this incredibly strange German-Italy, like, mix between Control and Heinz. It's a very, very odd deck. Its card draw is pretty weak. Its average unit quality is pretty weak. However, if you just have a bad hand, it's more than capable of getting like a decent amount of tempo. And Pia's not a terrible player. So Pia is definitely can be a threat. Now, it's also possible that Pia's has switched on to something entirely different, but turn 1 Shub, not really what you want to see. I swear I play against Pia like once per month, and this is the one time for March. Okay, let's push up first, then 30 seconds. I don't think Pia traditionally plays countermeasures. Panzer L. That's not bad. I think I do this. It gives the Panzer L into 30-second option, but that goes even on credits, and I'm actually fine if they take that trade. I'm just worried about getting blown out by a Flam Panzer. Yep. Maybe I should have hit into the Panzer L. Well, we can just go for the second 99th. Double Blitzkrieg, not what you want to see in hand, especially when going second. Oh, Pia has moved on to... Well, I guess I don't have to see it in my hand anymore. Pia has moved on to case yellows. That's interesting. It makes sense. Now, I honestly do not remember if Pia runs redarts. I don't think they did in their old deck. Yep, here comes the more Heinz stuff. Okay. I mean, I don't really care if Pia has the front line. Pia just doesn't want me to have the front line, and that's perfectly fine, because I don't have a Sherman. Greif is okay. Panzer 4. Sherman. Ooh, that's quite good, though. Not a Sherman. Very good. I mean, like, that's definitely not the best it could be, but it's better than, like, a... I don't know, like another half-track or something. Yep, was better than that. Well, this is depressing. I should have gone for that hit onto the Panzer L, but also I don't think it would have made a difference this game. Like, look at this nonsense. The power of Shub and the power of Case Yellow, and most importantly, the power of me having 2 dead cards in my hand, going second. Okay, we're not dead. I have to sack the 5th Rangers. We are not dead in the most technical sense of the term. Panzer A still technically not dead. Although, if they go double face, there's nothing I can top deck. No, that's not true. We can do it into 5th Rangers, or we can do it into Hellcat. Oh, well played. Well played. I mean, this is just like one of those. Pia is like the only person I know who just mains their own deck. And that's perfectly fine, perfectly respectable. But man, does that deck suck. I mean, like, Mare Nostrum and Blitzkrieg in the same deck, Panzer IV, but also you're running Panzer E and Panzer H. I don't know why you don't just play German US. It's strictly worse than German US in basically every measurable way other than health gain. But yeah, I don't know. Works sometimes to work to there. Minus 15. Actually not that bad. Like, I've been getting minus 20s, minus 21s all day, so like a minus 15, I'll take it. That's just one less game I have to win to get back to where it was before. Germany. I've not played against this person before this season. I'm gonna keep a 5th Rangers. I quite like keeping 5th Rangers, especially when you don't know what you're up against, because it's very good to control, and it's usually pretty good into basically any board-based deck. Maybe I should have done combat engineers. Well, no, because I don't want the Greyhound to hit a Rado because of rootouts. And the reason I'm not pushing a 32nd is he's probably going to trade with a Rado anyways. I think I just double push and pass. Like, I have to play around, I have to play around rootout. 989, that's fine. Makes rootout less likely. Okay. This is probably just Italy. Very different Italy than the last deck. Rootout anyways. Okay, I was kind of hoping to avoid that. Sherman draw right on cue. I'm out of 30 seconds in the deck, so I don't have to play it first. And I'm gonna throw it down because this trade's probably happening, which means I want a 35T. Probably, unless there's a Mare Nostrum. If there's a Mare Nostrum, that's kind of fine. Case Yellow, discard 5th Rangers. That's really bad. I'm gonna hit like this because we've seen one readout, and there's not a lot of ping. Like, if this Ooh. Okay. I think I just have to patrol and trade. There's not really a way to hold on to this. Okay, so we know it's Italy now. Another 989. Flying bomb. He just does not want to kill this Greyhound. This guy is absolutely content with this Greyhound being on the board. Okay, we'll take that trade now so he doesn't get any more value out of it. He could just Decima it. But at this point, it's about buying us time, because Decima is slow. Decima does... Okay, Sky Barons. That's really annoying. Okay, hits Stars and Stripes. That's the worst card in my hand. That's quite good for me. I really want to play both of these. Okay, so he has the From the Deep. There's the Decima. Okay. Decima's quite slow, so I don't really care if he spends 8 of his 10 credits next turn to replay Decima and kill a 2-2. Okay. Leopold. Here's the Sherman. I don't think I play anything else. Like, I'm fine if he just Decimas. He might Leo face. Leo's to trade. All good. I think we hit like this. The Whirlwind's going to be decently useful, and this guy's running U375s. He's taking something out of his deck. And it might be sudden strikes. We haven't seen any so far. Okay, just got everything out of my hand because cards in hand are just going to be discarded. Rudo's gone, Leo's gone. Hopefully he doesn't just like slam a bunch of 7th Alpinis. Tiger IE. Okay. 99th. I mean, we're dead if he plays Envelop anyway, so I'm just not going to bother playing around it. Yeah, that's fine. Hit him to 4. Hope he doesn't have a Married Nostrum. This guy's deck also sucks. He's dead on board. No Married Nostrum. Panther G still dead on board. U375. Heinkel to get pinned. Okay, his deck sucks so much more than I thought it did that I actually won in that situation. Okay. I don't... We'll take those. We will take those. So that is a 4-point game. Okay. Not a huge gain, but it does mean that I just dodged a -21. Okay, let's get into game 3. It's Betsio again. Or I guess this is game 4. Okay. Against air, this is actually quite a good hand. I've put in 2 patrols into my deck now. I still have yet to patrol an Aichi on curve. It's not that people are playing around it. Almost every single air player I play against slams Aichi as soon as they physically can. But do I go for it? Like, he knows to So here's the thought process. If I just do Devils, it's a little slow. I think I go for Combat Engineers. I'm gonna play it a little risky. And play it like they don't have the perfect hand every game. Yep. That, like, you... Yep. Yep. That's all you can really say to that. Yeah. Okay, well, we got blown out in the early game last time, and still came back to win. He has the second air sup. At least he doesn't have a Cass. It's like the one saving grace right now. I think I'm just gonna do Greyhound hit. He doesn't have a Cass, so it means that this sticks around. Sets up like 30-second 35T. Okay. Are you... Come on! Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? Okay. If he had an Aichi, he 100% would have played it. Don't want to play 35T before playing a 30-second. I mean, okay, he has 2 Sonias, and I have no high health units at the moment. What do I want to hit? With 4 Cass in the deck, and Cass being like one of the worst cards for him to draw right now, I think I just want to try to set up removing the... He top decks Cass. Okay. Okay. Sure. Why not? You know, you draw 2 Swordfish, 2 Air Sup, 2 Sonya Cass. Okay. I take back all of my complaints right now. We're just gonna move on. I mean, I'm still getting absurdly more unlucky than he is this game. But that was a pretty good draw. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this is gonna feel good. We'll hit him with the Fubar. Does he gonna have no Lend-Lease? Just pass. Just the raw pass. He might have Empire Strikes. Although if he had Empire Strikes, he should have played it because it stops Sherman. So I don't know what's in his hand because it's not card draw and it's not Empire Strikes. Top deck HMS. Well, that's one of the best cards in your deck. He had the Empire Strikes and he was trolling and he top decked the best card in his deck. Oh my god, there is just no justice in this world. Strategic bombing one time. One time, that is not a strategic bombing. I mean, I think I'm just gonna go for the double patrol. If he's passing with cards in his hand, the most likely thing for it to be is Cass, and the only way I can win this game right now is if I draw with Sherman. Why would you play Cass first? Okay. I mean, if he doesn't have removal for it, this is one of the best cards in my deck. if he does have removal for it, it's really, really bad because it forces me to not take the hit here. Maybe he has Piracy in hand as one of the cards he wasn't playing before. I don't know if he runs Piracy. A lot of people are cutting Piracy, and he does run Kitty Hawk and Mosquito. Well, that's quite good. If he hits the 5th Rangers or hits face, we do 5th Rangers into the Spitfire. If he kills the half-track, I think we have to kill the Spitfire no matter what, because I'm just dead to any pin. It's a good draw. That is probably the single worst outcome off of Skytrain. Okay, that's all 4 casts. Half-track, one time, half-track. Sherman. Oh, we're in it. Half-track, second Sherman. Okay. Gonna buff the Skytrain. Keeps it alive. Keeps the Shermans safe. He's out of HMS, so he can't do a second Empire Strikes. He still has Shelling and Monty, so he could do, like, Monty into several bombers into second Empire Strikes, or Shelling into bomber and Empire Strikes. We are definitely far from out of the woods. Is this 2, 4, 8 Blitzkrieg? So this is dead. I still don't think we can play in order. So we're just gonna set up lethal next turn. So one of the cards in his hand is almost certainly an Ultra. Or it's not an Ultra. Okay, we take those. I like genuinely do have no idea what could be, like, I guess it's just Swordfish, which die as soon as he plays them. Because if he had Pin, he would have played it that turn. If he had an Ultra, he would have held it up that turn. If he had a Fighter, he probably would have played it that turn, because there's no reason to hold back a Gladiator. We will take that, and we'll do one more. Go up to 5 videos. We're at a peak again, 2-8-3-2. It does not look like we're going to get into top 6 in this video, unless Princess loses a game, like right now. This guy. I think I lost to this person earlier today. I don't remember what they were playing. I can just go back and check, though. No, I won. They were... Oh, right, yeah, this person. They're playing, they're playing Commandos and Mobilize combined into one deck. Which, you might be thinking, that doesn't sound particularly good. And it's because it's not. 73rd, probably just going to push and 32nd. I could combat and push, which is good against a naval brigade, or not a naval brigade, a naval power. However, I've been getting absolutely robbed by 30 seconds all game today. Or all day today. And I don't think he runs naval power. Like, if he's running Commandos, he might run naval power. He has naval power. It's fine. Having played combat engineers wouldn't even, like, it would stop the trade, but I don't think he's going to do that anyways. So here, I can do combat push up. I believe this guy runs the supply shipments. Let me check. Yeah, this guy runs supply shipments. He runs delaying tactics as well. Hopefully he does not have either of those. I think I honestly just want a Sherman here. Like, I'm not... if he tries to go off, I just stars him. However, with 3 Shermans in hand, and my only Blitz US unit being a Hellcat, definitely feel more comfortable just doing it this way. I'm so happy I put Stars and Stripes back into the deck right now. Nobody plays around. I don't understand. Like, all day today, it doesn't matter if it's the like, player who hit Field Marshal and then lost 400 times in a row, or if it's somebody in top 10. Nobody plays around Stars and Stripes. So, certainly glad I have it in the deck now. This is a kind of a terrifying unit. I'm not gonna lie. I think I want to do Sherman face, take the Mobilize off of this, and push up. Like, if it comes to the front line, I can deal with it. And he doesn't have an easy way of dealing with Sherman. Char. Okay. I can just, like, full clear the board, and I'm probably in a winning position. Right? Like, don't give him a draw off the Char. And then I can patrol it. I don't even need to patrol it, though. Do I want to? No, I think I want to save the patrol. This guy runs Commandos. A lot of smokescreen units and Mobilize as well. So there's the supply shortage. That's perfectly fine. Probably just going to push 5th Rangers and Sherman. I guess I should have waited to make sure there was no evasive action. Because push a 4-4 to the front line would be a lot worse that turn. Okay, Avery kills Sherman, but it also gives me a combat back. Kind of just want to push up an 8-8. Like, if I push up an 8-8, what's he going to do? He can't defend in depth it, if that's even in his deck. My alternatives, I guess I have like some mediocre alternatives. I could also push it up as a 4-4 in Sherman. The reason I'm worried about that is something like shelling into carpet bombing. Okay, the draws worked out in my favor, and I was also thinking if this guy's running supply shortage, he's probably not running carpet bombing, but he might be running Monsoon Rot, in which case I'd rather get the draws in. Okay. So it's going to be spending 2 credits, so that's 2, 5, 6. 2, 5, 6. Which means I can deal... Yeah, this is definitely lethal. Right, I also just have double 35T now. I guess I should have still gone for Hellcat. Because of evasive action. But with that, we have got him. We have won the 5th game, so we're on 4-1. I think I've gone, excuse me, I think I've gone 4-1 in basically every single one of these videos. 2-8, 37. Looks like Princess did lose one, but then won another. But we end the video on our peak elo, just 9 points off of 6th, and I'm going to be playing throughout the day. So expect either a video tomorrow morning or later tonight. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned to the series, see if I hit rank 1, and that is all for today.